I am Dr. Deepa Dahake, Director of Biozone Classes. Welcome you all to my channel, Dr. Deepa Dahake's NEET Biology, and we all are here for our upcoming ongoing crash course series for NEET 2020. Today I am coming with new chapter, that is the chapter 4th of class 11th Biology, Animal Kingdom, and in this session we only discuss about the introductory part or the basis criteria which we use for the animal classification. All of you know about the basic features of animal cell. So all those features you keep in mind, organization level you keep in mind, and let's start with the animal kingdom. Again, if you have any doubts, because this is one of the most important chapter for your NEET exam, as well as the number of examples are provided in your NCERT books. So all the examples you mug up very properly. Be clear in terms of conceptual properties of the particular kingdoms, particular phylums, as well as the what feature or the what phenomena in terms of organization level, organ system level, segmentation is developed for the first time in particular phylum. That part also you remember for this chapter, okay? And secondly, this chapter we study very slowly, because if we study at a time 4-5 phylum, so it causes again a great confusion. So serially, very slowly we go through this chapter. So let's start with animal kingdom. Now when we begins with animal kingdom, so here we study first about that what are the basic criteria of classification or basis of classification. So when come to the basis of classification, we select some criteria, or the classification of animal kingdom is based on some important criteria. Now let's see what are these criteria. The first criteria for the classification is organization level, that whether the body is made up of multicellular grade of organization, or it is made up of tissue level, organ level, or organ system level. Clear hai? Then when we study about organ system, so in organ system you predominantly study about two types of organ system, that was the digestive system. What kind of digestive system is developed in individual, whether it is complete or incomplete. And second, we study about the two types of circulatory system, that is the open circulatory system as well as closed circulatory system. When we complete the organ system, then the third criteria, most important criteria for the classification of animal, that is symmetry in individual. Depending on symmetry, we will later see how the individuals are divided, whether they are asymmetrical, radially symmetrical, or bilateral symmetrical. After symmetry आप study करने हैं. Organization grade में individuals are showing 2 layers or 3 layers. So either they are diploblastic in level or they are triploblastic in level. So this thing you remember, diploblastic and triploblastic, most important terms, and the questions are basically comes in terms of the examples or for basically match the column type. So diploblastic and triploblastic you remember. After that we study about here coelom. So all of you know the body cavity which is lined by mesoderm, that body cavity is called as coelom. And whether the organisms are coelomate or acoelomate, if they are coelomate, so they are pseudocoelomate or true coelomate, that we all study in this topic. And after that we come towards the one another part, that part is segmentation. Clear? These are some common features or basic criteria we use for the classification of animal kingdom. Notocard is also provided there, but the feature of notocard as a criteria for classification we will discuss when we study about the chordata. Clear? So in chordata only we study about the notochord. Otherwise first we study about all these features, that how they are responsible or helpful in the division of animal kingdom. So first when we come towards the organization level, or how does the body is synthesized. So organization level, you remember in animal kingdom the 4 basic grades of organization are available. Cellular grade of organization, again animal kingdom we include only all multicellular organism, because unicellular we kept in Protista according to 5 kingdom classification. So for that purpose, if new students who are joined from today, so if they have any doubts, so they can check my lecture on the 5 kingdom classification or Monera का जो first video है, in that video you can go and clear your concept. So cellular grade of organization, second is tissue grade of organization, third grade is organ grade. Question is asked from this. So organ grade, not if it is an organ system, only organs are developed. And then after, the most advanced feature of the Animalia kingdom is organ system grade of organization. So this thing you remember. Clear is cellular grade. Here the example, because I think now you clearly know what does it stand for. Now when we come towards the cellular grade example, you remember the phylum Porifera. Phylum Porifera show cellular grade of organization, that body is made up of only multiple cells. Tissue grade of organization, when we talk for tissue grade of organization, Coelenterata as well as Ctenophora, you remember they show the tissue grade of organization. The organ grade, ये क्वेश्चन आपको अपीयर होगा लास्ट ईयर्स के एग्जाम्स के पेपर्स में. The organ grade first time develop, or the organs first time develop in. So organ grade, you remember organ grade we first time appear in Platyhelminthes. तो ये पार्ट याद रखिएगा. एंड organ system in the history of animal first time developed from Aschelinthes, or Aschelinthes commonly we are saying roundworms. So from roundworms to the chordata or mammalia, what we appear only one end organization, that is the organ system grade. So this part you remember very well, organization level के form में. Clear है? Now once we completed the organization level, after that we come towards the organ system के 2 types आप study करते हैं. Organ system में first we study the digestive system. Digestive system also study under one heading, that is the body plan. Digestive system, you remember the digestive system is of 2 types. Incomplete digestive system, incomplete digestive system, you remember. Now one thing you clear, don't be confused about the Porifera Coelenterata. Incomplete digestive system, organs कहाँ से develop हुए? Organs start to develop from Platyhelminthes. So if incomplete digestive system के लिए question आ रहा है, so first time it appears in the Platyhelminthes. Either Platyhelminthes show the complete absence of digestive system, or if the digestive system is present, then the incomplete digestive system. First time complete digestive system कहाँ से develop हुआ है? The complete digestive system is begins from roundworms or Aschelinthes. So what does it stand? First we study this and then we come towards the example. Incomplete digestive system is also called as blind sac plan. Blind sac plan का meaning है the tube or the digestive tract or alimentary canal is only open at one end, that is the mouth, or mouth हम use ही नहीं कह रहे. The one aperture or one pore is present in digestive system, which is serve as mouth as well as anus. So in this part you remember, when single opening is present in alimentary canal, then it is called incomplete digestive tract. That kind of structure is here. Just simple rough explanation के लिए याद रखिए, the pore is responsible for ingestion as well as for the egestion, then it is called incomplete digestive system. Incomplete digestive system if you appear, so it present in flatworms or Platyhelminthes, and in Platyhelminthes number of examples आप appear करते हैं. So here you remember Planaria is a free living flatworm. So in Planaria you remember incomplete digestive system is present at the same time. प्लेटिहेल्मिन्थीज में आप स्टडी करते हैं tapeworm when we individually study. So tapeworm are showing the complete absence of the digestive tract because tapeworm is an endoparasite in human intestine. Now complete digestive system. Complete digestive system means a digestive tract is present with two separate opening. One opening is called as mouth for ingestion of food and the second opening is called anus for the ingestion of food. So this part you remember, complete digestive system is also called as open or tube within tube plan. So this part you remember, either open type of body plan or tube within tube plan. That means the alimentary canal. Just a simple explanation for student. The alimentary canal has a two separate opening. With the help of mouth, food is ingested, and with the help of anus, food is undigested food gives off from the body. So this thing you remember. Complete digestive system first time appear in roundworms or Aesclic helminthes. So this part you remember. The incomplete digestive system in flatworms first time appear, or it is only present in flatworm, whereas roundworms for the first time show the complete digestive system. Now we come towards the circulatory system. Circulatory system is of two types, open circulation and closed circulation, and this part is most of you clearly know what do we understand by the open and closed type of circulatory system. So when we consider to circulatory system, first we study about open circulation or open circulatory system. Open circulatory system means heart pump the blood and cells and the tissue or the organs of the body completely bath in blood or body fluid. That kind of system is called as open circulatory system. Or the body cavity hemocoel is there. Body cavity hemocoel is common for pure as well as impure blood or body fluid. So both the type of fluids when placed in one common body cavity, then it is called as open circulatory system. Example for open circulatory system, predominantly you remember arthropoda and heart pump the blood to body organs. From body organs blood कहाँ पर आया है आपका? This is the hemocoel. Inside the hemocoel or organs are present, and these organs are bathed in that pure blood. The main difference or the main reason that the complete absence of blood capillaries in hemocoel, because of that it is a common space for the pure oxygenated as well as deoxygenated body fluid. Example you remember for this arthropoda. Now we come towards the closed circulatory system. Closed circulatory system you remember basically clear है. Lower इसमें आप याद रखिए. Annelida show the closed circulatory system, and all the chordates, the identical feature is the chordata is they are showing closed circulatory system, means the pure blood in arteries and impure or deoxygenated blood is travel in veins. Clear? So mixing of blood. Here closed means you remember mixing of pure and impure blood is not possible. First you remember why it is not possible, because both travel in separate as well as closed blood vessels. So pure blood is travel in arteries and deoxygenated blood in veins में travel होता है. So that is called as closed circulatory system. In closed circulatory system, heart always pump oxygenated blood. Oxygenated blood is carried in artery, and with the help of artery and arteriole, it reaches to the various part of body, but here the fine network of blood capillary is present, and because of that the pure blood never directly comes in contact with the impure blood, that is the blood in which carbon dioxide is present. So the deoxygenated blood or impure blood is present in veins, and with the help of veins again it reaches towards the heart, and via heart is pumped towards the lungs for purification. So this you remember, closed circulatory system. Closed circulatory system, example for closed circulatory system you remember Annelida and chordata or vertebrates जब आप study करेंगे. So all chordates you remember show identically closed circulatory system. So these example only you remember in open arthropoda and in closed. Annelida predominantly in invertebrates. Now we come towards symmetry plan और symmetry in organism. Symmetry का meaning आप सभी को clear है. Symmetry का meaning है कि whenever we cut the body from any of the axis, then whether it divided into two equal halves or not. If it is divided into two equal halves, then the animal body or animal is called as symmetrical. But if can't be divided, then आप उसको कह रहे हैं asymmetrical. So symmetry में याद रखिए, symmetry का meaning है basically on the criteria of symmetry. Animal kingdom is divided into asymmetrical as well as those group which include symmetrical animals. Clear? Asymmetrical body can't be divided into two equal halves from any of the axes or from any of the plane. So I think ये meaning clear होगा कि any of the axes, vertical axis, longitudinal axis, transverse axis, किसी भी axis से कट करिए, बॉडी एवरी टाइम कितने हाफ्स में डिवाइड हो रही है, टू अनइवन हाफ्स में डिवाइड होती है. दैट्स व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड एज एसिमेट्रिकल. एसिमेट्रिकल का एग्जांपल आप याद रखिए, मोस्टली पोरीफेरा, members of porifera, most of the members of porifera show the asymmetrical type of symmetry. Clear है? So this thing you remember because some exception are also present in porifera which show the symmetrical type of body. That's why हम यहाँ पे study कर रहे हैं कि most of the porifera क्या show करेंगे, आपका asymmetrical show करते हैं. ठीक है? Now here you remember symmetrical. Symmetrical means again the symmetrical means that at least from one plane the body divided into two equal halves. तो symmetrical देखिए animals कैसे होंगे, either the animals are radially symmetrical or the animals are bilateral symmetrical. Now radially symmetrical. Radially symmetrical means the from any of the axis, if we cut the body every time divided into two equal halves, then it is called as radially symmetrical. Bilateral symmetrical. Bilateral symmetrical means only from one of the longitudinal axis the body is divided into two equal halves, then it is called as bilateral symmetry. Clear है? So now radially symmetrical examples are more important in this part. If we go through the radially symmetrical animals, तो radially symmetrical में देखिए सिलेंट्रेटा रेडियल सिमेट्रिकल भी है, हाइड्रा आप सिलेंट्रेटा में पढ़ते हैं, बाई रेडियल सिमेट्रिकल है. सो सिलेंट्रेट यू रिमेंबर, टीनोफोरा as well as adult of Echinodermata show radial symmetry. Adult of Echinodermata means starfish. Starfish सभी को पता है. So adults of Echinodermata क्या शो करेंगे, radial symmetry शो करते हैं. So combinedly ये जो three members और three phylums है, they are placed under the group Radiata. So radiata means the individual showing the radial symmetry, and radiata includes Coelenterata, Ctenophora and Echinodermata, predominantly adult of Echinodermata. Bilateral symmetry meaning clear है. Bilateral symmetry में question आपको आएगा, the first bilateral symmetrical animal, the first bilateral symmetrical animal or the first bilateral symmetry appearance. Bilateral symmetry फर्स्ट टाइम आपको कहां पे अपीयर हो रही है, फर्स्ट टाइम इन एनिमल क्लासिफिकेशन बाइलेटरल सिमेट्रीज अपीयर इन प्लेटीहेल्मिन्थीज, और जैसे ही प्लेटीहेल्मिन्थीज में बाइलेटरल सिमेट्री डेवलप हुई है, so from platyhelminthes bilateral symmetry continue है आपका till the mammalia. Exception case आपके पास है only Echinodermata, because Echinodermata is the one and only phylum which show the dual symmetry. Dual symmetry means यहाँ पे larva of Echinodermata याद रखिएगा, larva of Echinodermata show, क्या शो कर रहे हैं, larva of Echinodermata show the bilateral symmetry. So Echinodermata is the one and only phylum that is present with dual symmetry. If you go through the chart of NCERT, Echinodermata जहाँ लिखा है वहाँ पे देखिएगा एक स्टार मार्क बना है. That star is only to show that that the Echinodermata is the one and only phylum which show the dual symmetry in life cycle. Larvae are bilateral and adults are रेडियली सिमेट्रिकल. सो दिस इज क्लियर टू ऑल. ये पार्ट बिल्कुल याद रखिएगा. टेपवर्म प्लेटीहेल्मिन्थीज का एग्जांपल भी आ सकता है. तो टेपवर्म वन ऑफ द मोस्ट कॉमन एग्जांपल है. लिवर फ्लूक पढ़ रहे हैं, प्लेनेरिया पढ़ रहे हैं, ये सब आपके फोर्स बाइलेटरल सिमेट्रिकल ऑर्गेनिजम्स होंगे. तो सिमेट्री आप याद रखिए फॉर ऑब्जेक्टिव पर्पस. आफ्टर सिमेट्री आप स्टडी करते हैं ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का लेवल. ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में आप याद रखिएगा that how the germ layers are produces, whether the 2 germ layers are present or 3 germ layers are present. So depending on the germ layer development, the entire living animal kingdom or animal world is diploblastic, or it may be triploblastic. Clear? Diplo means 2. So here you remember only 2 germ layers are present. These 2 germ layers are outer ectoderm and inner endoderm. So this thing you remember, and in between ectoderm and endoderm mesoglea like layer is developed, so that you remember diploblastic organization का meaning है कि when only the 2 germ layers ectoderm and endoderm are present, then it is called diploblastic organization. Secondly, diploblastic के example अगर याद रखने और कहीं भी confusion हो रहा है, so simply you remember the first 3 phylum. first 3 phylum, एक तो first जब आप animal kingdom पढ़ रहे हैं तो सीक्वेंस आपका इवोल्यूशनरी आपको याद होना चाहिए कि पोरीफेरा, सिलेंड्रेटा, टीनोफोरा, प्लेटीहेल्मिन्थीज, एस्क्लेहेल्मिन्थीज उसी फॉर्म में इवोल्व है, तो उसी फॉर्म का वो सीक्वेंस याद रखिए. एंड इन दैट वे इफ यू रिमेंबर द फर्स्ट 3 आपके फाइलम है, फर्स्ट 3 फाइलम्स आर डिप्लोब्लास्टिक. तो फर्स्ट 3 फाइलम क्या होंगे ये याद है अगर, सो यू कैन इजीली सॉल्व द क्वेश्चन. फर्स्ट 3 फाइलम आपके पास है पोरीफेरा, सिलेंड्रेटा एंड टीनोफोरा. तो डिप्लोब्लास्टिक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन आपके पास कहाँ पे अवेलेबल है? Diploblastic organization is present in Porifera, Coelenterata and Ctenophora. Clear? This part you remember. Now we come towards the triploblastic. Triploblastic means 3 germ layers are present. Germ layers आप study करते हैं basically predominantly blastula, morula, blastula and gastrula पढ़ते हैं in human embryo development. तो एट दैट टाइम आप स्टडी करते हैं कि ब्लास्टुला में एम्ब्रियोब्लास्ट से किसका फॉर्मेशन होता है आपका? 3 germ layers are formed because humans and mammals all are triploblastic. तो यहाँ पे देखिए जो 3 germ layers है, 2 germ layers तो इवोल्यूशन में पहले ही डेवलप हो गए, ectoderm and endoderm, and now the 3rd germ layer is developed in between ecto and endoderm. That 3rd germ layer you remember किसके थ्रू डेवलप हो रहा है? एंडोडर्म के थ्रू डेवलप होता है. That is called as mesoderm. So this thing you remember, when the 3 germ layers are present, then it is called as triploblastic. Again यहाँ question आएगा first triploblastic animal. The first triploblastic animal is phylum. आप याद रखिए तो उसके जितने भी examples होंगे, all the examples of that particular phylum are first triploblastic animal. So first triploblastic phylum आप याद रखिएगा, that is platyhelminthes. Evolutionary platyhelminthes or flatworms are more important because most of the changes or कैरेक्टर्स इवोल्यूशन में डेवलप हुए हैं, दैट डेवलप फ्रॉम द प्लेटिहेल्मिन्थीज। तो लास्ट इसमें पढ़ा प्लेटिहेल्मिन्थीज फर्स्ट बाइलेटरल सिमेट्रिकल। अब यहाँ पे याद रखिए प्लेटिहेल्मिन्थीज आर फर्स्ट ट्रिप्लोब्लास्टिक। आफ्टर प्लेटिहेल्मिन्थीज ऑल द फाइलम्स कैसे होंगे अब आपके पास ट्रिप्लोब्लास्टिक, क्योंकि इवोल्यूशन एनिमल्स में प्रोग्रेसिव हो रहा है, रिट्रोग्रेसिव नहीं हो रहा है। So progressive means always it lead to the development of new character. So once the triploblastic evolution, triploblastic development is present in platyhelminthes, after that till mammalia all the phylums are triploblastic in organization. तो ये पार्ट आप याद रखिएगा, ये पार्ट बिल्कुल याद रखिए। फर्स्ट ट्रिप्लोब्लास्टिक एनिमल्स आर फ्लैटवर्म और फर्स्ट ट्रिप्लोब्लास्टिक फाइलम आपके पास क्या है, प्लेटिहेल्मिन्थीज। क्लियर है। अब इसके बाद देखिए जब ये ट्रिप्लोब्लास्टिक डेवलपमेंट हुआ और मीजोडर्म का फॉर्मेशन हुआ, जैसे ही मीजोडर्म डेवलप हुआ है बॉडी में एक न्यू कैरेक्टर डेवलप होना स्टार्ट हुआ है, दैट न्यू कैरेक्टर इज कॉल्ड एज सीलोम। So now we come towards our next criteria for classification. That next criteria for classification is coelom. Now I think all of you know what is coelom. Coelom को हम कहते हैं body cavity which is lined by mesoderm. That body cavity is called as coelom. That means अगर coelom को आप स्टडी कर रहे हैं तो coelom आपको कहाँ से अपीयर होगा, कैरेक्टर बेसिकली coelom का कैरेक्टर आपको अपीयर होगा प्लेटिहेल्मिन्थीज से, क्योंकि प्लेटिहेल्मिन्थीज से ही आपका ट्रिप्लोब्लास्टिक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है। सो नॉट टू कंफ्यूज फॉर coelom in case of porifera or in case of cylindrata, because children sometime confused होते हैं। पोरीफेरा में आप पढ़ते हैं, पोरीफेरा में आपके पास स्पॉन्जोसील प्रेजेंट है, सिलेंट्रॉन प्रेजेंट है सिलेंड्रेटा में, बट दीज आर नॉट द ट्रू कैविटीज। क्लियर है ना। इन ओरिजिनली उनकी बॉडी ही कैसे है, द बॉडी ऑफ सिलेंड्रेट और द बॉडी ऑफ पोरीफेरा इंटरनली हॉलो है। So that's why they show that kind of coelom. And coelom कब डेवलप हुआ है, when the triploblastic organization begins, mesoderm develop and through the mesoderm lined cavities develop हुए हैं, those cavity are called as coelom. तो इसीलिए हम पहले ही कह रहे हैं कि पार्ट थोड़ा स्लोली पढ़िएगा, कॉन्सेप्चुअल होके पढ़िएगा। कुछ चैप्टर स्पीड से पढ़ सकते हैं, बट फॉर ऑब्जेक्टिव पर्पस ऑल्सो some of the chapters required the very slow and accurate reading. So for this chapter again I request that read the chapter very accurately, because every time every year one or two questions are asking for from this chapter. Clear है। secondly इस chapter के लिए ये भी कहूंगी कि number of children are using the mnemonics या tricks use करते हैं। ट्रिक्स के ऊपर मैं कभी भी नहीं कहती हूँ बच्चों को कि ट्रिक्स यूज करिए, क्योंकि एग्जामिनेशन के 3 आवर्स में आप बहुत ज्यादा, एवरी स्टूडेंट एक्सेसिवली हाइपर कंडीशंस में होते हैं और स्ट्रेस में होते हैं, एंड व्हेनेवर वी आर इन स्ट्रेस तो जो आपने बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ा है वो भी कभी कभी हम स्किप कर जाते हैं और न्यूमोनिक्स के फॉर्म में या ट्रिक्स के फॉर्म में आपने किया है, और घबराहट में अगर आप वहां पर भूल गए तो आपका कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल लिटिल बिट टाइम के लिए क्या हो जाता है, ड्रॉप डाउन होता है। So try to read the thing as it is, though it take a small time, या कुछ टाइम आपको लगेगा, बट जितना भी आप पढ़ेंगे एक्यूरेसी से पढ़ेंगे। ठीक है। तो यहाँ पर देखिए सीलोम का मीनिंग क्लियर है, द कैविटी विच इज लाइंड बाय मेसोडर्म इज कॉल्ड एज सीलोम। सीलोम के बेस पे देखिए आइदर द सीलोम इज एब्सेंट इन बॉडी और इट मे बी प्रेजेंट। अब ऑर्गेनिज्म कैसे हो गए अपने पास दो, दैट इज एसीलोमेट और सीलोमेट। ठीक है। सीलोम अगर पढ़ रहे हैं तो 3 कैरेक्टर्स, 3 फाइलम ये बिल्कुल याद रखिएगा। एक प्लेटिहेल्मिन्थीज, शॉर्ट में लिख रही हूं मैं यहाँ पे, सेकेंड इज एस्क्लेहेल्मिन्थीज एंड थर्ड एनिलिडा। दीज 3 यू रिमेम्बर प्रॉपरली, बिकॉज सीलोम का जो फीचर आप पढ़ना स्टार्ट करते हैं that we begins from the platyhelminthes. ठीक है। acylomate meaning clear है, बॉडी में सीलोम is completely absent, so that is called as animals are acylomate. Now the acylomate आपके पास क्या है, the platyhelminthes are acylomate और flatworms are acylomate. So platyhelminthes are acylomate individuals or flatworms are acylomate. Now we come towards coelomate. Coelomate means you remember the coelom is present in the body, but here we see whether the coelom is true coelom or false coelom. True coelom means coelom is lined by mesoderm, and false coelom का meaning होता है coelom is developed from the blastocele. For blastocele, you recall your class 12th chapter 3 human embryo development में आप पढ़ते हैं blastocyst 64 cell stage of blastocyst show the development of blastocele. So that cavity when remain as it is throughout the life cycle, then the cavity is called as false coelom. तो यहाँ पर coelomate में याद रखिए, coelomate means pseudocoelomate और दे आर ट्रू सीलोमेट. ट्रू सीलोमेट को आप क्या कह रहे हैं यहाँ पे, यू सीलोमेट और सिंपली सीलोमेट वी कैन से. स्यूडोसीलोमेट, स्यूडोसीलोमेट मींस फॉल्स सीलोम. फॉल्स सीलोम का फीचर क्या है आपके पास, फॉल्स सीलोम मींस सीलोम किसके थ्रू डेवलप हो रहा है, सीलोम डेवलप फ्रॉम ब्लास्टोसील ऑफ एम्ब्रियो, then it is called as pseudocoelomate. प्लेटिहेल्मिन्थीज एसिलोमेट थे, प्लेटी के बाद क्या आया है अपना एस्क्लेहेल्मिन्थीज. सो pseudocoelomate के लिए एग्जाम्पल, नोट डाउन दिस एग्जाम्पल वेरी प्रॉपरली, दैट इज एस्क्लेहेल्मिन्थीज क्लास. निमेटोडा भी आप कहते हैं, निमेथेल्मिन्थीज भी कहते हैं और कॉमनली राउंड वॉर्म्स आप कह रहे हैं. सो ऑल द राउंड वॉर्म्स कैसे हैं अपने पास, दे आर pseudocoelomate. Clear है. Now we come towards the true coelom. That means the coelom is developed from mesoderm. The diagrams are provided in NCERT for this part, so you strictly go through the diagram. Diagram के बेस पे example के form में questions आते हैं because in diagram classes or types of coelom provided, but in exam in diagram is provided along with one or two examples so that you go through that diagrams also. ठीक है. यू सीलोमेट आपके क्या है, एनीलिडा से ट्रू सीलोम डेवलप हुआ है. दैट इज सीलोम किससे डेवलप हो रहा है, द सीलोम इज डेवलप्ड बाय और लाइंड बाय मेसोडर्म, देन इट इज कॉल्ड एज ट्रू सीलोम. नाउ यू लुक ओनली observe this diagram for the eucoelomate. That is the outermost layer is called as ectoderm, the innermost layer is endoderm, and through this endoderm first the mesoderm is developed. Either the mesoderm is initially developed in the form of slit, so it is called as schizocoelom. If it is developed in the form of, either it develop in the form of slit or it develop in the form of ring. If the mesoderm develop in the form of slit, called schizocoelom. If it develop in the form of ring, then it is called as enterocoelom. So here you remember mesoderm is developed and gradually mesoderm start to grow and then this type of cavity or the structure is developed. So here the centrally coelom is present towards both sides and this coelom outwardly and inwardly protected by or lined by mesoderm. So here it is outer and inner mesoderm. So this part you remember. And the first eucoelomate or the first organism or phylum where the coelom, true coelom is developed, so that you remember Annelida. So 3 phylums, that's why previously I told you, remember these phylum in series. So Platyhelminthes acoelomate, Esclehelminthes pseudocoelomate and from Annelida क्या डेवलप हो गया है अपना ट्रू सीलोमेट. सो ऑल द ऑर्गेनिज्म सब आपको कैसे मिलेंगे, यू सीलोमेट और दे आर प्रेजेंट विथ ट्रू सीलोम. क्लियर है. सो दिस पार्ट यू रिमेंबर फॉर योर ऑब्जेक्टिव पर्पस. एंड आफ्टर सीलोम अब हम स्टडी करते हैं टाइप ऑफ सेगमेंटेशन, कि whether the segmentation is present or not present, and if the segmentation is present then the segmentation is of true type or false type. Clear है. So segmentation means, you remember, segmentation means body is divided into number of segment. Either only the externally body is divided or the body divided internally. तो segmentation का part देखिए, segmentation में आप स्टडी कर रहे हैं. फर्स्ट इज स्यूडो मेटामेरिक सेगमेंटेशन और फॉल्स सेगमेंटेशन इसको कहते हैं. सो स्यूडो मेटामेरिक सेगमेंटेशन एंड सेकेंड इज कॉल्ड एज मेटामेरिक सेगमेंटेशन. शॉर्ट सेगमेंटेशन शॉर्ट में लिख रही हूँ. तो स्यूडो मेटामेरिक सेगमेंटेशन एंड मेटामेरिक सेगमेंटेशन. स्यूडो मेटामेरिक सेगमेंटेशन मीन्स it is a false segmentation. That means superficially only body divided into segment but internally body cavity completely absent है, क्योंकि animal acoelomate है. So because of acoelomate nature, body cavity absent. So internally it is not divided into segment. तो superficially देखने में केवल आपको क्या होगा, pseudo metameric segmentation is appear. तो suppose यहाँ पे देखिए this is the body cavity, absent है body में cavity completely because animal कैसा है अपने पास acoelomate, and this is the external surface of the animal. So only you appear the segmentation externally, internally segmentation is absent. This kind of segmentation again come to the platyhelminthes. That's why I say remember platyhelminthes very well. So these segments are called as pseudo metamers or pseudomers or false segment. क्लासिकल एग्जाम्पल फॉर स्यूडोमेटामर्स आप स्टडी कर रहे हैं. दे आर क्लियरली अपियरिंग टेपवर्म. टेपवर्म का डायग्राम आप एनसीईआरटी में प्लेटिहेल्मिन्थीज में देखिए, आपको थ्रू आउट द टेपवर्म सेगमेंट्स अपीयर होंगे. दीज आर द फॉल्स सेगमेंट. एंड फॉर द टर्म्स ऑफ फाइलम यू अगेन रिमेंबर प्लेटिहेल्मिन्थीज इज द फाइलम विच शो द स्यूडोमेटामेरिक सेगमेंटेशन. क्लियर है? सो प्लेटिहेल्मिन्थीज के लिए क्या क्या याद रखना है? फर्स्ट बाइलेटरल सिमेट्रिकल, फर्स्ट टाइम ऑर्गन डेवलप हुए हैं, एंड डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम इज इनकम्प्लीट और आइदर एब्सेंट. एंड प्लेटिहेल्मिन्थीज के लिए अब आपको ये कैरेक्टर याद रखना है, स्यूडो मेटामेरिक सेगमेंटेशन. ठीक है, नाउ वी कम टुवर्ड्स द मेटामेरिक सेगमेंटेशन. मेटामेरिक सेगमेंटेशन मींस द बॉडी इंटरनली एज वेल एज एक्सटर्नली डिवाइडेड इनटू सेगमेंट. So whatever number of segments you appear externally, the similar numbers are internally also divided. So body cavity or coelom is entirely divided into the number of segments. So when the externally and internally body divided into segment, then it is called as metameric segmentation. The each segment is called as metamer. क्लासिकल एग्जाम्पल मेटामेरिक सेगमेंटेशन आप स्टडी कहाँ पे करते हैं? वी क्लियरली स्टडी मेटामेरिक सेगमेंटेशन इन फाइलम एनिलिडा. एनिलिडा के लिए टू एग्जाम्पल यू रिमेंबर, अर्थवर्म एंड हिरुडिनेरिया और लीचेस. अर्थवर्म सभी ने अपने डे टू डे लाइफ में देखा है. नंबर ऑफ सेगमेंट्स आप अपीयर करते हैं, नियर अबाउट 80 to 120 सेगमेंट्स प्रेजेंट इन अर्थवर्म. So true segmentation or metameric segmentation, the body internally as well as externally divided into number of segments. Clear है? After segmentation one feature is provided, that is a notochord. तो already मैं पहले ही कह चुकी हूँ कि अभी हम डिस्कस नहीं कर रहे हैं, because first हम किसको स्टडी करेंगे? Invertebrates के फाइलम को स्टडी करते हैं. And after hemichordata we study about again the features of chordata, and then we come towards the classification of chordata. So at that time we discuss about the notochord. Clear है? So this is all about for the basic criteria for animal kingdom. Again pay attention on your study, give more and more time to study, and subscribe my channel for latest update and motivational as well as doubt sessions. Keep going on improving yourself and boost your preparation for upcoming NEET exam.